Hey y'all, this is Aubrey Bronze, and you are now watching Spiritual Tarot. We're about to get into this reading. I am reading for the sign Cancer today. All my Cancers, Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Venus, whatever your placement that you have Cancer, even if you're cross watching for Cancer, if you're dating a Cancer, if you're interested in a Cancer, this reading is for you. Take the messages that apply to you. Whatever don't apply, let it fly. Like I always say, don't bring your apple cider vinegar smelling ass in my comments talking that shit, because I will respond and embarrass you. All right. But like I said, yes, take the messages that apply. All of these messages will not apply. I think that's the hardest thing to understand about general readings in tarot is that you may not be going through it, but somebody around you is. That may be a Cancer. If you're a Cancer, you're not going through it. I'm pretty sure if your sister's a Cancer, if your father's a Cancer, if your mother's a Cancer, they're probably going through it. So it's best to watch it, take what applies, and if somebody ever asks you for advice about a situation, you can go to them and tell them, hey, because I watched Aubrey Brown's Spiritual Tarot reading, this is what he said is going to happen. That's what you do. Everything's not about you. Even though you came here about you, sometimes it ain't about you. Sometimes certain messages gotta be given to you so you can get through what you're going through. You know what I'm saying? So, we're gonna get into it. This reading. First, we're gonna start off with love. Then, I'm going to do financial. And then at the end, I will do each sign. So, and I have some cards, some clarity cards that I'll do. So let's do the Cancer reading. First card we have the Eight of Pentacles. Ooh, the Nine of Swords. The Magician. The Knight of Swords. Queen of Pentacles, and the Strength. So right here, I definitely feel like it's definitely something going on. I feel like whoever you're dealing with, as far as in love, I feel like you've given them a bunch of chances to get it right, and it's just not working. Because they bring you to the Nine of Swords. You go from the Eight of Swords to the Nine of Swords, and that's like continuous. So 8, 9. Whatever this person is doing to make you feel this way, I feel like you talking to them about it, you try to help them get through it. But the scenario that I'm picking on is, say if somebody has a sex addiction, and you've done little things to try to you try to open your relationship. You try to give them stuff to benefit, but it always seems like it gets worse. So you open your relationship and you let them go play because they have sexual addiction. And with you doing that, it's almost like they bring something back to you. I don't know. But honestly, I think out of these two cards, it's definitely time to remove yourself time to move on, or at least show this person like, if you keep doing this, this is what's going to happen. I think you don't have any boundaries, and the boundaries that you do have, they're not. If somebody has a sex addiction and all you do to keep them around is to open a relationship, that's not a boundary. That's just putting a band-aid over what's the problem, you know? So I feel like it's time to get a little bitchy. It's time to get a little stern. It's time to get a little assertive. And it's really time to really do something. Now, after the Nine of Swords, we have the Magician. And honestly, I feel like this is you. I feel like this is you. And it's saying like, find creative ways. Creative, healthy boundaries. Also, like, you know how some people, like, when they make rules. They don't really make boundaries, they make rules. But in a way, like, even when it comes to raising children, sometimes you have to be creative with the child to let them know, like, this is the rules, but you express it in a way where it's like, you make them think these are boundaries. If you do this, you can get this. If you do this, you can get that. But really, those are rules. So in your, in your world, like, these are rules, but you have to approach and give them to somebody in a really, like, different way. Hopefully I understand what I'm saying. But you have to give it in a real, like, okay, if you do this, then you will get this. You know what I'm saying? I think you just have to be creative with this person. I don't think this person, for example, like some people, I'm gonna use Beyonce as an example. I'm gonna just use Beyonce. This may not how she really operates, but some people operate like this. Beyonce is a very musical person. So I feel like you couldn't come to her and tell her what you want from her. You would have to put that in, like, a song. You would have to put it in a dance or a way to where she can comprehend it. A lot of musical geniuses are like that. Michael Jackson probably was the same way. A lot of people don't, especially in music, like, you can't just come to them with your problem. You have to put it in the form where they can understand it. So I think with this person, you need to put it in the form where they understand what you're the message you're trying to relay. And I feel like this Magician card that's the advice. You need to find a creative way to give them the message that you're trying to give them. Okay, so then we go down here to the Nine of Swords. And I honestly feel like once you do that, it's going to make them react they're going to come towards you. They're going to come at you wrong because they're not used to you doing this. But look what they coming towards. They coming in real fast to the Queen of Pentacles. So you on the money. They coming towards you and your Queen of Pentacles energy. And the Queen of Pentacles, it's like, you just know. In a way, I kind of feel like you're somebody's therapist. You're clarity for somebody. And it may be in a financial standpoint too, to where you created a way to help somebody save money because that was the issue of spending. And that could be another story. Like, they were spending, but you showed them ways how you saved and how you held on to your money. And you had to create a creative way. You couldn't just tell them because they're not gonna listen. But when you created the creative way, they got it. And they coming towards you because it's like, fuck, I get it. So then we go to the strength card. And I honestly feel like could be dealing with a Leo. But your strength and patience and kindness and generosity, I think is gonna bring you a long way. Let me get 2 more cards, and then I'm gonna clarify with my cards my flashcards, my money flashcards. Oh, we have the Fool. So taking a leap of faith, could be dealing with the Aries. And we have the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, I think this is about money. This is about business more than it's about love. This is definitely about business more than it's about love. Yeah, you had to show somebody, like, this is how you do it. You know, stop just thinking like, oh, just because I create something, it's just gonna pop off. No. Like with this 8 of Pentacles, this shows me, like, y'all see y'all 1, 2, 3, 4, and they working. Like, you might have to create 8 different streams of income to get to your goal, you know? All right, let me do my money cards, my money flashcards, and then we gonna get those messages, and then we'll take it from there. All right. These cards aren't that good. They're a little cheap, but they get the message across. They get the message across. They're a little cheap, but they get the message across. So, all right. So the first card we have is Pocket Watcher. So you can definitely have somebody pocket watching you because you just know how to spend and save your money. Somebody bills is overdue. So whoever you're dealing with, they're a pocket watcher and their bills is overdue. Your bills are paid. And last card is credit. So honestly, I think the more of this story is credit. You're showing somebody how to keep good credit because they're so used to spending, and oh, I got this money, I'm gonna spend it, I'm gonna go. You ain't doing that shit no more. You're not doing it no more, and they not used to it. So, let's see. So, yeah, we're gonna stop right there. So, Cancer, that was your reading. Definitely keep your head up. Keep educating people about money because it's going to help and it's going to keep blessing you. So thank you guys for watching Spiritual Good Tarot. See you on the flip side.